Our next speaker is Mr. Nicholas Stewart.
We have some reading materials for you, sorry. All right. Good evening, Chairwoman, Vice Chairwoman, if you're on the phone, Dr. Rogers. My name is Nick Stewart, and I'm joined by my wife, Katie, and as you heard, several of our friends and neighbors. We're the parents of 4 young kids, aged 8 and under. I'm also the former Vice Chair of this Board of Education, so it's good to see many of you. And the co-founder of a community group called We the People, which advocates for good government and smart growth policies. We're speaking about Policy 1280, and I've allowed my, obviously, fellow parents to provide some firsthand experience of the impact of the policy. But the issue really does come down to a fairly simple one, which is that Hillcrest Elementary feeds almost exclusively to Catonsville Middle, except for those 7% of students who are divorced from a cohort that they spent 6 years building and then sent to Arbutus Middle. These 7% of students, which equated to just 7 actual students last year, are from 2 neighborhoods, one of which, Winters Lane, is the largest and most intact 19th century African American neighborhood in Baltimore County. While we know Arbutus Middle is a great school, the issues caused by the imbalance are real, threefold. First, educational studies prove what common sense already tells us, and that is that splitting up children from their long-standing cohorts materially and negatively impacts childhood development and educational outcomes. Second, because of the layout of these neighborhoods, the Arbutus Middle bus has to run a route through a huge area that is districted to Catonsville Middle just to pick up these 7 students in their satellite. And this results in long bus runs, as we heard, and persistent lateness. Third, again, because of the layout, both buses, Catonsville and Arbutus, have to run the exact same route for several miles, wasting precious transportation resources. So the issues are real, and they also directly violate several of BCPS's districting considerations, including equity, continuity of feeder patterns of neighborhoods, and efficient use of resources. And right now, the only way to solve for this inequity is to conduct a full-fledged boundary process, which is so cumbersome and extensive that it is rarely used for redistrictings outside of new construction and significant overcrowding issues. That's precisely why other Central Maryland school systems do it differently from us, with respect to the language in both their rule and their policy. And we've highlighted this language in the materials before you. It might take some digging, but they're there. So tonight, while we're asking the board to adopt Policy 1280 as it is written, we're also asking that the administration amend Rule 1280 to enable BCPS to effectively solve for feeder split and satellite boundary inequities. And we're asking that this new tool be used to address that 7% imbalance. We believe that the time is right to do so, especially in view of the recent discussion on APFO and the importance of BCPS being able to make boundary changes to improve the school system for all. This is, we think, good government at its best. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Our next speaker is Ms. Sharon Sarah.